Words of our Divine Mother from the book The Mother, Words of the Mother, Volume 15, page 419, date 11th May 1967. Our Divine Mother says, "You see, in the present condition of the world, circumstances are very difficult and always very difficult. The whole world is in a condition of strife, conflict, between the forces of truth and light wanting to manifest and the opposition of all that does not want to change, which represents in the past what is fixed, hardened, refuses to go. Naturally, each individual feels his own difficulties and is faced by the same obstacles. There is only one way for you. There is only one way for you," says our Divine Mother. It is a total and complete and unconditional surrender. Let me repeat. Our Divine Mother says the only solution for you, the only way for you is a total, complete and unconditional surrender. Our Divine Mother says, what I mean by that is the giving up not only of your actions, works, ambitions, but also of your feelings, in the sense that all that you do, all that you are, is exclusively for the divine. So you feel above the surrounding human reactions, not only above them, but protected from them by the wall of the divine's grace. Once you have no more desires, no more attachments, once you have given up all the necessity of receiving a reward from human beings, whoever they are, knowing that the only reward that is worth getting is the one that comes from the Supreme, and that never fails. Once you give up this attachment to all the exterior beings and things, you at once feel in your heart this presence of the divine, this force, this grace that is always with you. And there is no other remedy. It is the only remedy for everybody without any exception. To all those who suffer, it is the same thing that has to be said. All suffering is the sign that the surrender is not total. All suffering is the sign that the surrender is not total. Then when you feel in you a bang like that, instead of saying, "Oh, this is bad, this circumstance is difficult," you say, "My surrender is not perfect." Then it's all right. And then you feel that the grace that helps you leads you forward and you go on. And one day you emerge into that peace that nothing can trouble. You answer to all the contrary forces, the contrary moments, the attacks, the misunderstandings, the bad wills, with the same smile that comes with full confidence in the divine grace that this is the only way out and there is no other way. This world is a world of conflict, suffering, difficulty, strain. It is made up of all this. It has not yet changed. It will take some time before changing. And for that, for each one of us, there is a possibility of getting out. If you lean back on the presence of the supreme grace, there is only one way out. That I have been telling you since many days like this constantly. Now, what to do? What? Says the sadhak for the Divine Mother says what? For your work there is nothing to say. You are doing it perfectly well, exactly as it has to be done. It is all right. Your work is quite all right. For that the sadhak says, that is what I wanted to ask, whether this work is in any manner needed or not. Why should I go on doing it? For this, the Divine Mother says, excellent, go on doing it. You do it perfectly well. Don't expect at any time any kind of an appreciation from a human being, because human beings don't know on what grounds to appreciate something, and moreover, when there is something that is superior to them, they don't like it. So the sadhak says, but where to get such a strength? The Divine Mother smiles and says, within you. The divine presence is within you. It is in you. You look for it outside. No, look inside. It is inside you. It is in you. The presence is there. You must want the appreciation of others. No, You want the appreciation of others to get strength. You will never get it. The strength is within you. If you want, you can aspire for what seems to you the supreme goal, the supreme light, supreme knowledge, supreme love. But it is all in you. Otherwise, you would never be able to contact it. If you go deep enough inside your own self, you will find it there like a flame that is always burning straight up. And don't believe that it is so difficult to do so. It is because the look is always turned outside that you don't feel the presence of the divine within you. But if instead of looking outside for support, you concentrate and you pray inside to the supreme knowledge, to know at each moment what is to be done, the way to do it. And if you give all you are, all you do, in order to acquire perfection, you will be able to feel that the support is there. It is there always to guide you, show you the way. And if there is a difficulty, then instead of wanting to fight, you hand it over to the supreme wisdom to deal with it, to deal with all the bad wills, all the misunderstandings, all the bad reactions. Our Divine Mother says, if you surrender completely, it is no more your concern. It is the concern of the Supreme who takes it up and knows better than anybody else what is to be done. So the only way out there, my child, step in within you. For this, the sadhak says, sweet mother, one thing is that whatever I do here, it is not liked by many, my own people. For that, our Divine Mother says, your own people are all mixed up, as everybody is. Then the sadhak says, sweet mother, but my feeling is so strong that not only strong, but it is as clear as a daylight, as if I am just sitting in your presence, that I do not do anything myself. This is such a great, clear experience to me for all these years. Whatever is being done by me is being done by some force, not me at all. And it gets it done. But then, for that, our Divine Mother says what? You expect the world to understand that? For that, the sadhak says, no, they may not understand. I don't want any credit for that. But you see, the obstacles, and for that our Divine Mother says, if you consider this, that I can understand and know, then you have my full support. Our Divine Mother says, I never told you that you were doing wrong, did I? Now, once for all, you must understand that unless people are truly yogis, out of their ego, completely surrendered to the Supreme, they can't understand. How could they? They see with all the exterior eyes and knowledge. They see exterior things and appearances. They don't see the inside. When we have stopped expecting appreciation from the outside, that is from the human beings, we have no reason to complain. They appreciate so much, the better for them. They don't appreciate, it doesn't matter. It is their own lookout. We do things not to please them. We do things because we feel that it is to be done. And then the sadhak says, sweet mother, I have never expected any appreciation, mother. For that the Divine Mother says, perhaps things are coming to compel you to take that position, because that is the liberation. That is the true liberation. For that the sadhak says, not from ego, but I am a sadhu by nature. I don't need anything at all. For that the Divine Mother says, that's all right. But also you must not need the appreciation of your own family. For that the sadhak says, sweet mother, with all my failings and weaknesses, I do not need anything at all. I don't need anyone's appreciation. For that the Divine Mother says, then you can't suffer. You will suffer only when you have all these attachments and appreciation, because the only thing that you need to do is the support of the divine is what you need to get, and you have it already. Then you can't suffer. That you don't suffer, you won't suffer. But then the sadhak says, but I am suffering very much. Then the Divine Mother says, yes, because there is a conflict in your own being. One part of your consciousness says that it knows it is the divine, everything and everywhere, but there is still one other part that is the slave of the circumstances. And then there is a silence. And then the Divine Mother says, perhaps all that has been coming upon you for the supreme and the total liberation. And if you take it as the expression of the grace, you will see the result. If you take it as an expression of the grace, you will definitely see the result. Peace, a peace that nothing can disturb, perfect equanimity and a strength that never fails. And then after a long silence, our Divine Mother says, take it as a new birth today. Our Divine Mother says, take it as a new birth today, the new life that is beginning. These are the divine words of our Divine Mother.